What's up? What's up? What's up? What up, dude? What's going on, everybody, man? It's Wednesday, man. We're here. It's Wednesday. No, Tuesday. Good Lord. Look at me getting ahead of myself. I'm so used to the live streams being on Wednesday that this Tuesday changed up and throwing me off. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, people. I got to tell myself that because apparently I didn't know. What's going on with y'all, man? What's up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on, man? We're here. It's another day. We live stream the Dunk on Demand show every Wednesday at 7:30. I can say that now because I done did it like 4 or 5 times in a row. So I'm just gonna keep putting it out there. Dunk on Demand show every Tuesday at 7:30. Make sure you tune into the Unnecessary Bluntness YouTube channel for that. This is an Unnecessary Bluntness production. But it's Wednesday, man. Who we got checking in? Let me go ahead and get these shout outs in. Will Brown in this thing. What up, though? Anthony Rochelle, what up, though? Said Clowney's a Brownie. See, here Aaron got traded to the Seahawks. Nah. Trill one in this thing. What up, though? Make sure y'all get a video thumbs up if you have not. We getting ready to crank up. Lucas in this thing. What up, though? Yeah, we came to talk about your boy. We came to talk about your boy. Aaron Rodgers. Cameron Dalton, what up, though? Andrew Gardner in this thing. What up, man? Renaud. What up, though? Y'all make sure y'all get a video thumbs up if you have not. All right. So, man, it's been a lot of stuff going on, man. We got draft talk. Post recap draft talk. A couple little nuggets about Aaron Rodgers. DK Metcalf talking about trying out for the Olympic trials in Tokyo. Okay. It is May the 4th. Will Brown put it out. May the 4th be with you. Tomorrow is Cinco de Drinko. So make sure y'all guys do that responsibly. AKA Cinco de Mayo. But, man. All right. We got it's a lot of crazy stuff. And then did you hear about that guy? The Broncos tackle? The Broncos tackle. He got hurt off the field, so now he may be. We'll talk about that too. It's a lot of stuff to talk about. Just a couple nuggets on the Panthers. So apparently some news was just sprinkled upon us by Ian Rappaport that Luke Kuechly resigned from the Panthers. He resigned. He was a scout. He was working for a scout. Since he retired, he got hired as a scout. May have been less than a year, but Luke Kuechly resigned. He resigned. What happened? That's what I want to know. Is he looking for a better job? Is he going to get a job with Ron? Is he going to go to Buffalo to work with Sean McDermott? Excuse me, my dog is crazy. Is he going to go to Buffalo? I think Buffalo may be the likely spot if he wants to get back in the game. Who knows? Him resigning was such little news that him getting signed may be little news. I don't know what Luke Kuechly's aspirations is. This is a guy that stay very quiet off the field. Besides a couple security commercials, maybe some little cable a little bit every now and then, he's really quiet off the field. So you really don't know. He keeps his private life very private. No social media. No Facebook, no Instagram. Doesn't really do a ton of interviews. Opted out of the Pro Bowl the past couple of years, so anytime to get some like low-key off-the-field stuff with him, like socializing with people, you didn't see much. Very quiet off the field, so we may not even get a news break when he gets a new job. But I think that he would rather go. I mean, he loves Ron. Everybody loves Ron. I like Ron. But Sean McDermott was the defensive coordinator during some of Luke Kuechly's best years ever. So we may have a little bit of a soft spot for Sean. Maybe want to go work for Sean or work with Sean, depending on if his aspirations are off the field like that. I mean, on the field like that. If they're off the field, I have no idea what he's going to do. I don't know what he's interested in. Does anybody know what Luke Kuechly is interested in? I know he's a very smart guy. Went to private school in high school, Boston College for college. What is Luke Kuechly going to do in his next phase of life now that he resigned? And why wasn't that bigger news? That's what I want to know. Why didn't the team announce it? Why didn't the team announce it? Mr. Bucks Nation in here, man. What up, though? Appreciate you having me on for the draft talk on Thursday last week. So what is Luke Kuechly going to do? Sherwin said, can y'all please get over Justin Fields? It's like Isaiah Simmons all over again. Yeesh. Is it like Isaiah Simmons? I don't think so. I don't think it's like that. Can you draw that parallel? Because I'm not going to lie. And I could just be, I was on the Isaiah Simmons train. I'm not going to lie. It made sense. In college, he showed that he was a very versatile player with speed that could rush the passer, play linebacker, play a little bit of DB, move around, cover out the backfield. And I'm thinking, okay, we have a division that you need versatility to guard multiple weapons. You got Alvin Kamara. Back then, you had some athletic running backs around the division, but that you needed to guard. I thought he would be a good piece. Our defense really just needed anything. So I thought he could be able to cover up a lot of different spots. But looking back, right now it doesn't look like it was the best pick. Derek Brown showed flashes at the end. Isaiah Simmons actually showed flashes also. Don't get it twisted. He just didn't show up to be as high. He didn't get much playing time early, so pretty much everybody rolled him off. But at the same time, we're talking about the most important position in football. And the possibility that Justin Fields could be a very quality player at that position. Now, linebacker and defensive tackle, that's apples to oranges. But we're talking about a quarterback. If Justin Fields ends up being who we think he's going to be, and J.C. Horn doesn't turn into what we think he's going to be, heads will roll. If J.C. Horn does turn out to be somebody we think he's going to be, and we see Justin Fields is going to ball out and Sam Darnold flops, there's going to be some mumbles and some rumbles and some complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's not as black and white as I think last year's draft debate was, in my opinion. In my opinion. Let's see. So let's talk about Aaron Rodgers, man. So Aaron, from one Aaron to another. Aaron Rodgers wants out. Simple and plain. Aaron Rodgers wants out. He wants out. He wants out. That's what the reports say. Aaron hasn't really come out and confirmed that, obviously. But multiple sources close to the team. Multiple reliable sources. Adam Schefter, to be exact. Not the rest of them insiders. Has said that Aaron Rodgers wants out. And now news has come out that, okay, possibly if Aaron Rodgers retires, he may owe the Packers $20 million. $20 million. But Jeopardy. He has an opportunity waiting for him at Jeopardy if he wanted to take that possibly. Alex Trebek, before he passed away, got rest his soul, RIP to the GOAT. He was making $10 million. Now, when Aaron get 10, based off his lack of experience, he probably wouldn't get 10. But if they know he's on the edge of actually seriously retiring, if Jeopardy wanted to persuade him, they could pay him a little bit extra money to sweeten the deal. $12, $13 million to get him to go away. Hey, never know. Regardless, Aaron Rodgers. Apparently people say he wants to get back to the West Coast. So that's why the 49ers name automatically came up. Logically, most teams don't trade big-time players within their conference, so Aaron Rodgers would likely be going to the AFC. Who needs quarterbacks in the AFC? The Broncos come to mind. Because the Raiders they're not in California anymore, so they're off the list. The Rams at Stafford, they're in the NFC. can't think of any other California teams that there are any, but I don't think there are. So where would Aaron Rodgers go? Regardless, now word has come out. Word has come out that Aaron Rodgers said, all right, we can settle this. Just fire that GM. Like, he got rid of my homeboy, the receiver that I liked a little bit. You know, I've been wanting weapons. Instead, y'all drafted a backup quarterback, and then y'all going to come and draft the corner in the first round, not giving me no help. He's been begging for receivers for a year. You know, Aaron Rodgers be chastising them receivers. But anyway, he said that y'all fired the GM. Cool. I'm cool. Basically, Aaron Rodgers wants to call the shots. That's what it comes down to. He won't say so at every move. If they fire the GM to keep Aaron Rodgers is the de facto GM. That's like some LeBron James type power move type stuff. If he legit said that the GM needs to be fired, they fire the GM. Aaron Rodgers is the new de facto GM. Everything that's going to be done is going to go by him just to keep him happy. That's the precedence they're starting. So the Packers are going to not try to budge as far as the GM standpoint. They're not trying to budge as far as trading him because Aaron Rodgers won the MVP. He won the MVP. So they're not trying to trade him that way either. But to me, it's still wild just because, like, the power and the pull that he's trying to swing. Now, when Deshaun Watson said he wanted to get traded or whatever, then there's a little bit different. Now, Terry Bradshaw, I appreciate him stepping out. He chastised Aaron Rodgers. He was like, this tells me a lot. This tells me that he's weak or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. Go retire and play Jeopardy. It's pretty much what he told Aaron Rodgers. Now, that's the type of energy I've been looking for because they gave Deshaun that type of medicine initially before the allegations came out. They were giving Deshaun Watson that type of energy. So I'm glad they're keeping it the same. But I think Aaron Rodgers is a likable person, but he's still a jerk. So the media, he's a good target for some of the media. He's a likable guy. Like his sense of humor is like he's a jerk. He can be a jerk sometimes. You know? That's the type of sense of humor he has. But I understand. But at the same time, like, if that type of move is what he's talking about is crazy. Y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up, please. Lucas says he's a Packers fan, FYI, to provide context, you guys. Lucas says Eric Stokes was a CB number 2, not number 1. He might have been there in the second round, but there were other great prospects sitting right there with their second round pick. Yeah. I didn't really look at y'all draft like that except the first round, to be honest. Though. So I don't know how David Moore went drafted. Getting him undrafted was a steal. Exactly. No skin off our back. Is skin off our back or skin off our teeth? One of the two. You know, I'd be rusty on my puns, my country sayings. I looked that down one. Said Luke likes fishing. Said I heard about Dan Morgan to go assistant manager at News Report. Dude, I would love to have him as the assistant GM to Scott Fitterer. They worked together in Seattle. I didn't know that. Why he's leaving, I guess it would be a promotion. I don't know exactly what I think he's like the leader of pro scouting personnel or whatever. But he would be the assistant GM. And to me, Dan Morgan climbing the ladder. Brandon Beane is a great GM. No, that's a great opportunity if you can climb the ladder. But if you don't see any room for growth, working under Scott Fitterer would not be a bad idea. You get to learn from him, who learned from John Snyder, who is a Super Bowl winning general manager. Clearly, he probably paid attention to how they conducted themselves on draft weekend. So that may be something that he wants to be a part of. So, and Dan Morgan, come on, man. He's a Carolina Panther. He was like diet Luke Kuechly before Luke Kuechly. Same story. They just got hurt too much. They had to hang it up. Literally. Dan Morgan was a beast. You see, it's like saying everybody was mad that we didn't get him and we really made the right move. We don't know that yet, though. Simmons played a little better down the stretch. And so did Derrick Brown. Derrick Brown didn't make a ton of. I mean, granted, he's a defensive tackle, so everything's not going to show up on the stat sheet. But the book is still being written on those two. So you get the Panthers an A or A plus. I would have liked them to go tackle a little bit earlier. AJ Hall said he doesn't think that Aaron Rodgers will retire. Nate Alexander said, "Hey, bro, you making amazing Panthers content. Keep it up. Appreciate it. Much love." So it seems to be a lot of upset starting quarterbacks in the news right now. There's Sean Watson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. I wonder why there are so many. Because the people that don't have a quarterback are looking for one. The people that do got a quarterback don't know how to manage one or keep them happy. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? The teams that don't have a starting quarterback are doing what they can to find one. The teams that do have a great franchise starting quarterback aren't doing enough to keep them happy. Where they do that at? It's funny. Panther Leader Punk, what up, though? What's going on, man? Been a long time. So asking for help year in, year out, people can only take that for so long. That's true. What up, though? He said Warren Moon said he stole the shine. That's what Joe Horn said, too. Joe Horn, our first round pick's dad, J.C. Horn's dad. He said he was mad Aaron Rodgers dropped that bomb on draft day. Now, that was a power move. Dropping that bomb on them on draft day, it affects all your decisions you're trying to make. So you wonder what happened if we got Aaron Rodgers? More frustration. Just because the team is young, coaching staff is inexperienced. More of the same. He said, "Gonna buy a Panther, bring him by a jersey, preferably a Panthers defensive player. Which one would you guys get?" All right, let's talk about this because I had a segment about this a while back. You got to be smart with these jersey purchases because we're not Let me start over. You got to be smart. Just period. Think about what you're buying for anything, not just jerseys or sports and stuff like that. Anything you got. They always say if you can't buy it twice or whatever, don't do it. Cool. Be smart with your money. But when you're buying an NFL jersey, you have to be very smart about this because the NFL is not sponsored by Reebok anymore. These jerseys aren't $50 for a replica, $100 for authentic. These jerseys are $100 for the replica, $150 for the authentic. So you got to be smart. It's not like the NBA where players get traded all the time, and if you have an American Express, you can get traded player insurance that where you get your money back if your player that you buy a jersey of gets traded. You can trade it in for a new. No, this is not that. You got to be smart. So make sure you get a guy that you know is going to be here for a while. People are saying, should you buy a Cam Newton Patriots jersey? Probably not. It would be a cool collector's item, but Cam was not going to be there longer than 1 or 2 years. Unless it's on a long-term deal, don't buy into it. But as far as the Panthers defensive players, think about who you like. Who's going to be here for a long time? Brian Burns, likely. Pass rushers are the essential position in the NFL. You don't let them guys just get up out of there. They're the second most important position in football. A good pass rusher. After the quarterback, a pass rush is the most important. So Brian Burns would be a safe bet. Jeremy Chin looks to be a versatile player. Going to be good. He's on his rookie deal still. You're going to at least get a good 4 years out of your jersey at worst. Unless something crazy happens. Knock on wood. Jeremy Chin would be a good pick. J.C. Horn. He just got drafted. We don't know how he's going to turn out. So if he ends up being the scrub, your jersey could be worthless. Knock on wood that he's not. So I think Jeremy Chin and Brian Burns are the only two people that you can surely get on defense and be okay with getting. That's just me though. So we'll see. So if we had drafted Sims, we wouldn't have Brown and Chin. There's no guarantee we wouldn't have drafted Jeremy Chin anyway. Jeremy Chin's a second round pick, and we traded up for him. I think we got lucky that Chin was there in the first place, to be honest. Jay Hudge, what up, though? That man said, hey, bro, we wanted to send you a hug from Costa Rica, bro. Good luck doing a hell of a job. Bro, Costa Rica? Dang. You know, I got love for the Spanish-speaking countries. I was one semester away from minoring in Spanish. One semester. So I know a little bit of Spanish. A little bit of, I'm decent. I got to tune up on it a little bit. I got a vacation coming up. I'm going to Mexico. So I need to tune up on it anyway. But when I see them comments when they're saying Germany, Europe, England, and now Costa Rica, it really humbles me, man. I'm not going to lie. I appreciate every last one of y'all for watching. No cap. That's why I try to, any comment y'all leave, when I tell y'all to leave comments on my regular videos, I'm going to respond to them. Sometimes I get a little bit behind, but I respond to it. I try to respond to every one of them. Because it means a lot to me that y'all would take the time and watch my videos. He sent me that hug. Appreciate it, bro. You get a dap, a hand pound. Appreciate it. Thoughts on Kuechly resigning. Yeah, I talked about that a little bit, Nate. You missed it a little bit. But I said I just want to know what the next step. Does he go to Buffalo to be on staff? Does he go to Washington to get on staff? Does he do anything? I don't know what else he's interested in. Except fishing. I learned that. So what else would Kuechly do? What's the next steps? But you can rewind back a little bit if you want to see the full segment on what I said about Luke. So Panthers need to sign that LT that got cut by Chicago. Apparently somebody in the comments on my channel, somebody said that also. I'm gonna read y'all what he said. Cause I was thinking the same thing, to be honest. I was thinking the exact same thing. Dude, comments going crazy. I can't even find it no more. There it is. A dude commented, somebody said, should the Panthers sign the Bears left tackle? Somebody responded, no. I live in Illinois, and he's not exactly popular around here. Somebody gets released from the Bears offensive line, that says a lot. So meaning there's a reason why he got released. Now, I thought he was a quality player, but I haven't seen film on him. I just hear that he's solid. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So like my Panthers stuff that's in the room. Appreciate it. I got a lot of collection. See what happened? I've been in a relationship for a while. And my wife, currently wife, for all our birthdays and all that stuff, she is lazy. I gave her the cheat code. I told her you can really just buy me anything Panthers related and it'll be fine. So me, I'm in the thunderstorm. I'm around holidays, Valentine's Day, birthdays, anniversaries, scrambling to find gifts. You know, that's crazy. I gave her the cheat code. Been together 6.5 years. Like I told her, I gave her the cheat code. Just buy me some Panthers gear. So like I said, I'm sweating around looking for anything. What do women like? You know what I'm saying? Christmas, Valentine's Day, anniversary, birthday. That's 4 holidays in a year. Times 6, that's 24 times. 6.5, that's 26 times. We've been together 6.5 years. There's 26 different occasions where I had to buy her a gift. I had to sweat, and not to mention the wedding. I had to sweat. I was putting up stuff, had to put in so much thought. You know you got to be thoughtful with women. They like the sentimental stuff. You got to be thoughtful. So I'm over here doing that. I gave her the cheat code. I told her all she had to do was buy me some Panther stuff. And that's what I like. And for probably 4 years, she did that. I had to call her out one time and told her. I called her out. I was like, you got to stop buying me Panther stuff. That's too easy. I called her out. So now she got to put more thought into the gifts and stuff like that. I took away the cheat code. Because if I got to struggle to find a gift, you do too. It's a long time. So you're getting the chin jersey. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for a jersey. I may just do store credit. Panthers store credit. Maybe when I hit like 5,000 or when I get launched the Patreon. So his chin jersey to be soon. A lot of y'all got the chin jerseys. So chin is Isaiah Simmons, who didn't go to Clemson. Said two of the greatest LBs the Panthers ever had would be on the staff together. What can we get Smith to do? Luke is gone, bro. Luke is gone. Luke is gone, man. It wasn't big headlines, but Luke resigned. So when they had Brown still had a hole at D tackle. I just feel like I don't know. To me, I just feel like D tackle. I'm not diminishing it, but it's a lot easier to replicate that than the versatility that a guy like Simmons or Chin like we have now does. His value can't really be quantified, so sometimes he gets underrated because D tackles are sometimes double teams so other people can make plays. But at the same time, yeah. No, they didn't re-sign Luke. Luke resigned. Like he quit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna judge you because that messed me up too. I was like, Luke resigned what? I'm like, did Luke resign or he resigned? No, Luke resigned. He out of there. He's out of there. He said, hello from UK. It's Revenge of the 5th here. Love your stuff. Shout out to y'all across the pond, man, in the UK. Revenge of the 5th? I ain't never heard that. May the 4th be with you. Revenge of the 5th. We just call it Cinco de Mayo here. Does nobody celebrate Cinco de Mayo except America? That would be the most American thing to do. So do I think Davion Nixon was a good pick? I had to go back and watch some film on him, bro. I can't even lie. Y'all were dropping his name so much. I had looked at a little bit of it. I had to go double check and look at it. Now, he's a little light in the pants. He was 305. I think he played around 300 probably. 300 pounds. But he bulked up to 313. I think he brings a decent element. Will he see the field? We'll see. But he's definitely a penetrator. He's good with his hands. Not very strong. Doesn't really have a good bull rush, but he has a great motor. So he's that undersized guy that can play the 3 technique, the pass rushing style of defensive tackle. May get moved around a little bit in the running game. Moved around as in like somebody that blocks him can move him around. But he could be a good rotational piece in certain down and distances until he gets his strength up and develops. A lot of these guys take huge steps from there after their rookie year to their sophomore year when they get a full offseason program. Because right now they've just been training to be in the best shape testing-wise. They'll try to change their body composition a little bit, maybe gain weight or whatever, depending on what the team advises them to do. So they'll change a little bit of that. But it takes a little bit of while for guys like this to develop strength. Just like Christensen, the left tackle. He's a little light in the pants too. He's going to take a little bit of seasoning and developing before he's ready to be that guy because of the strength. Great technique, but he needs a little bit more size and strength. Especially when we have guys that like the bull rush like JPP and Cam Jordan in our division. You know what I'm saying? But I think he can definitely be a good player in certain scenarios. Said, new version of Snow's defense should be dope, but no clue how it's schemed up. I'm going to drop another video on that. I already dropped one depth chart video. I'm going to drop one now with the rookies added. Coming soon. He said he thinks it was a cap casualty. He saw some film. He went to the Pro Bowl. So left tackle is a position that he's most worried about. All the other positions I'm pretty comfortable with. Mother's Day coming up too, guys. Don't forget. So you got a man cave. He said Chin is a better Simmons than Simmons last year. Lucas said it's really Drinko Day Mayo. Good one. I usually call it Cinco de Drinko. What up, though? Said, you think they would have kept Luke with his young team since they are trying to get younger? That's a good question, man. That's a good question, and I don't really want to talk about this because I don't want to. And you really just put something in my head that like really would have made me mad because like would this team have the audacity to cut Luke Kuechly? I'm sure had he been going through more injuries down the stretch, that he probably would have walked away himself for one. And Luke, the thing about it is, he wasn't playing to his ultimate level. Once he had that bad concussion, he started tackling more with his chest and less with his shoulder pads and helmet. That's why you see him miss a lot of plays after a while. Because he'll either overrun it, trying to tackle with his chest and not laying out and not using his head, or he'll arm tackle. But that's just him changing his technique. The fact that he can have all these concussions, change his technique to the point that he changes his whole tackling style. Something that guys that continually to get fined and penalized for hitting too high, too low, leading with whatever, they can't do it. But Luke Kuechly changed his game to add a couple more years on his career of being a top flight linebacker in the league. Top 5 player in the league. Continuously voted that high. For him to be able to change his game just tells me how great of the linebacker he is and lets me know, to me, I think he's the greatest linebacker of all time. I'm biased, but I'll make the argument he's the greatest linebacker of all time, period. Period. But would they have cut him? Oh my gosh. We would have burned down BOA. Had Luke been around, they cut him and did him like they did Cam, we burning down BOA. Because Cam Newton is a polarizing figure, so you either love him or you love to hate him. There's nobody in the league, let alone on the team, in the fan base, that didn't like Luke Kuechly. So if the Panthers cut Luke Kuechly and did him like they did Cam, that'd be the one thing to unite the fan base. Because we protesting and burning down Bank of America Stadium. Period. So it's pick six. Dude, that pick six where he Euro step over the quarterback. He Euro stepped over the quarterback, yo. That was wild. So he wanted Packers to grab Nixon. So I think Dante Brown was a steal. So we need a safety. No cap. We'll see. Malik Hooker looks like he's about to sign with the Raiders, so that's a wrap. So Taylor Moton was ready day one. Taylor Moton actually wasn't. Remember, Daryl Williams started at right tackle, and they were projecting Taylor Moton to be a guard. Taylor Moton just finally got his opportunity in his, second year, third year, to finally get in the rotation. And then it was gone from there. But Taylor Moton wasn't day one. Defense going to be a lot better. Keeping us in the game. This is true. So we got some of the steals in the jail. We should be charged with larceny. So I think safety would be a drafted free agency. Maybe there's some more cap casualties. D-Cash in this thing. What up, though? See, why they act like they believe in Bird so much? Because we barely got to see anything from him. He was decent in the time he played. We just barely saw anything from him. The same way y'all writing off Christian McCaffrey for being injured is the same way y'all writing off Burris. Not saying that Burris is as great as his position as Christian McCaffrey, but it's literally out of sight, out of mind. You don't appreciate stuff when they out of sight, out of mind. So we really get to see what Burris can do. I think they still believe in him. Said Luke first ballot, no cap. Say, I look to this defense now, we top 5 D in the league. Hell yeah. So Lawrence Taylor number 1, but Luke top 5. Lawrence Taylor in a different category, in my opinion. Exactly. Terrence Marshall, one of the biggest steals in the draft. Let's be honest, yeah. Cam was 62. He got hurt. School him. So should have gave Cam a chance with Joe Brady offense. So Cam threw it 5 yards over the head of Cam. Why y'all? Where's all this Cam Newton slander? Do you think they'll even out the stats between Chuba and CMC? No. Nope. They should. They should. They should even put Chuba in the backfield and leave CMC on the field and put him at wide receiver. Even though we got hella wide receivers, put him in the slot. Get him lined up against a linebacker in space. Let him do what he does. Joe Brady used Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the spread and the empty. Joe Burrow loved the empty. Why can't we run empty now? Is it just because Teddy didn't have the arm strength last year, so we didn't do it? Maybe so. Maybe since Sam got a bigger of an arm, we'll go a little bit more empty. We'll see. But I definitely could see Chuba and CMC being on the field at the same time. Chuba has that speed. Should have been a fan since 1995. Me too, young sir. Not young sir, but me too. So Burris is a Raleigh dude. I got to rock with him. Loyalty over everything. See, not that I don't like Burris, but I want a game changer besides Chin. That would make him play better too. Yeah, but you don't want to overspend for a safety, in my opinion. They're good players to have, but the position has really been devalued lately. That's why you saw guys like Malik Hooker out there so long, and Eric Reed get cut and never get signed, and Trey Boston last year being a late signing. The position is really devalued. No longer is there the Ed Reeds and the Troy Polamalu's and the Brian Dawkins. No longer do you have those guys in the league like that. You need corners. So do you think Robbie will come back? Or do we even need him after the Terrence split? We got to see how they play out. If Robbie just goes off and we can't afford him, that's fine. That's fine. Now, we'll see what happens with these rookies. But I would love for these rookies to emerge early. Then you don't have to bring back Robbie. You don't have to overpay him. You don't have to overpay him. Terrence Marshall, Shi Smith, shoot, David Moore. We got options. Now, Robbie's a 1,000-yard receiver. You're going to have to match a lot of production. But at the same time, you're going to sign DJ Moore. You got to. You got to. That's a no-brainer. Back-to-back 1,000-yard season with suspect quarterback play. You signed DJ Moore. But you got hella depth and competition at receiver that you don't have to flex and open up that checkbook that big for Robbie. You don't. You just don't. So we'll see. DJ Squid in this thing, though, said he's excited for next season. Me too, bro. Not going to lie. Last year I wasn't. Especially with COVID and stuff going on. So I think Robbie might go because we have so many weapons. So let's see that Troy Pride Jr. is a slot corner. I doubt it. Don't be surprised to see Dante play inside. Dante has nickel cornerback, inside cornerback experience. Don't be surprised to see Dante. Don't be surprised to see Dante inside. Shy was electric in college. He needs to stay healthy and he can be really good. Exactly. You know, I love Shy. Might go get Earl Thomas, that Seahawk connection. Depends. He would be a good vet to have in that secondary, but how expensive would he be? How much of a distraction would he be? You know, they got concerns about that stuff. So he love to see it. It ain't happening now. But I saw something about. I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. It's 8:15. Oh, big announcement. 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock tonight. We're doing a Panthers YouTuber roundtable on the C3 Panthers podcast channel. Some of y'all probably already subscribed to them because y'all familiar with that. I'll be on there. I'm giving my feedback on the draft. I'll be on for a little bit. Obviously, I'm doing the live stream now. I'm not leaving now. So I'll be on there later. But that's just an FYI. So y'all head over there if y'all want to keep rocking with me after this is over. Like I said, it's not till 9 o'clock though. I'm going up until then. So let's keep this thing rolling. So I want Horn jersey when he pick his number. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on him to pick his number. What are you going to do? She also went Frank Wright was a Jesus. Yeah, true. Long time ago. That's a long time ago. Frank Wright. Training camp will answer all those questions. Yep. Okay, so let's talk about it real quick. So this guy from the Broncos. Did y'all hear about that? I talked about it a little bit early on. Davion James, left tackle for the Denver Broncos, tore his Achilles off the field. Not during practice. It was during the off-field workout. He tore his Achilles. Now, there's some crazy workouts that some of these NFL trainers and stuff do. You can follow me on Instagram at Dunk On Demand. I'm doing this little series where I try all these crazy workouts. I'm into fitness and stuff, so I'm trying all these crazy NFL workouts. So follow me on Instagram if you want to see me do that. But there's a lot of trainers that do all kind of crazy workouts for these players. You've probably seen them on social media and whatever. I'm not saying that's what happened. Your Achilles just can pop any type of way. It doesn't matter. So who knows what he was doing, but regardless, it says he was working out off the field. He tore his Achilles. Now, the way it works in the NFL, you still get paid if you get hurt while playing the game or working out or trying out or doing whatever you're doing. But if you get hurt on your own time, you don't get that money. You don't have to get that money. The team doesn't have to pay you. And a lot of times they won't. Because many times when guys get hurt, they're doing something stupid. Sometimes they hurt themselves in workouts. We saw Clay Thompson hurt himself last year in some pickup, whatever. But that's a whole different sport. But this guy, who knows what he was doing? Will the Broncos give him that money? Because his rookie year, he's been in the league 3 years. His rookie year, I think he only played 3 games. Last year, he opted out because of COVID. And now he tore his Achilles in the offseason, so he's going to miss back-to-back seasons. And there's about $10 million that the Broncos could get back from him. Most of his whole salary can be taken back. You know, he got a partial salary because of COVID. But now that he's hurt, they can come and get most of that. Now, people on Twitter are debating if he should actually get the money because he was working out for his team. Since he was trying to get better for his team, what do? Because it's like, dang, if I get hurt off the field, I don't get paid. Hey, but what if I was working out for my team to be better on the field? You still don't get paid. That's messed up. The union is trash. The Players Association is trash. How does that happen? If you can prove that you were working out to get better for your team, why would that matter? Because I guess some guys lie. Because y'all remember Darren McFadden? Darren McFadden claimed that he slipped and fell by a pool and hurt himself. He did. I don't think this was happening. That's the story. He was sticking to it. Okay? If you catch my drift. Who knows what happened? But the Cowboys weren't going for that. The Cowboys said, no. We need that money for that time you missed. Because of that. They weren't buying it. They weren't. But this is different circumstances. From what we see, he was working out. The fact he hasn't played that much, a lot of fans are going to be like, he don't deserve the money because he hasn't done anything. But, man, he was working out to get better. I don't know, man. That's tough. Achilles injured, that's tough. How many preseason games? 2 preseason games, yes, sir. Davion James from the Broncos, left tackle. It just sucks because they just had to draft 2, so they can't even address the position. So I used to feel so bad for the Broncos, man. I do, man. I feel bad. So the thing is, so with a heavy contract, it's a slim chance he ever sees that money. I guess, yeah, you're right. It just sucks, man. It sucks for him. Cause like, dang, I can't even like. So this the scenario is like this. So if I get hurt off the field, I don't get paid. Cool. So how do I stay safe to prevent getting hurt off the field? Do I not work out? Well, if I don't work out, I'm not in shape. If I'm not in shape, I get cut. So it's a lose-lose situation is what it sounds like, because he wasn't doing anything stupid. Like I said, Darren McFadden slipped and fell by a pool and got hurt. He didn't get paid. This guy was getting ready for the season. But even though he was getting ready for the time, he won't get paid because he got hurt. Sucks, man. Sucks. Players Association got to do something, man. They do. They do. So do you think we'll sign Charles Leno? We talked about that a little bit. Some people say he's a cap casualty. If he was just a cap casualty, we should definitely consider. If he got cut for a reason because he wasn't playing well, like somebody in the comments said before, may not be the smartest thing in the world. But trying to upgrade left tackle should definitely be the goal. Upgrade left tackle, upgrade free safety. So did y'all hear about DK Metcalf? Y'all hear about DK Metcalf? Trying to try out for the Olympics. As heavy as he is he going to slim down? I just want to know if he's going to slim down. We saw him run down Buda Baker. Now he want to just get in the Olympics. He's not even the fastest guy in the league. He'll be fast, but he's not the fastest guy in the league. Still got guys like Tyreek Hill, Marquise Goodwin, Deshaun Jackson still fast. It's all get out. Miko Hardeman, fast. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. Should I open the phone lines? We ain't got much time before the other podcast, but F it. I'll open the phone lines. Bump it. We'll take a call or two. Gotta make him quick. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what he can do. We've seen these players try to do that. Doesn't always work out. So you're running to 100. We'll see. So the track and field guys since high school, a lot of guys are track and field guys. But it's different when you're talking world-class speed. World-class speed, a whole different thing. World-class speed, a whole different thing. But we'll see what DK can do. We saw him run down Buda Baker. He really put his speed on the map. This guy's like 230 pounds. I would assume he needs to get down to about 215. Probably 215, 210. To be able to be light enough to have a decent chance. Because he's heavy, bro. He's heavy. He's not light. He's heavy. He's heavy. So, we'll see. We'll see. Because them guys are legit. Olympic guys are legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not something you just do for fun. Granted, it's not like boxing, where people just try boxing and get beat up. But track and field, these guys are legit. They train year round. It's a different set of training and skills that you need. You know? So we'll see what DK can do, because I don't know. He said there's Buddha and then there's dudes like Bolt. Exactly. And Bolt ain't running them. There's a bunch of guys I think he's just doing it to test himself and push himself. I get it. But don't mess around and get out there and be embarrassed. So Usain Bolt is around his height, but just 20 pounds lighter. So I might want to check his numbers. DK Metcalf, 100 meters. So he's running in the meet. He's not going for the Olympic trials. He needs to run a 10.05. He needs to a 10.05 will earn number 14 automatic qualifier. He need to break 10.2.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
We got a caller. Yo, what up, dude?
Hey, Aaron, this is Anthony.
What's up, man? Good to hear from you.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that I enjoy your show, and I think that I really appreciated how the draft happened this year. I know I'm kind of a little disappointed about us not getting Justin Fields, but
For sure.
just in the long run, the players we picked is a great rebuilding situation, and I really enjoy where we're heading.
So, let me ask you this. How many starters do you think we can get out of this draft? That's the ultimate telltale of a good draft. How many starters you can get. So how many starters, not just contributors,
Okay.
starters. Because a lot of guys can contribute. But how many starters do you think?
I think the first round, the guy we got from the first round, I'm trying to remember the name.
J.C. Horn.
Jay Horn. I think he's going to the footage, the videotape I seen. I think that he's gonna be really raw. Like, he's gonna be super awesome. I think.
I agree.
I think that they're gonna give him a chance. And then I'm glad that we got that often. I'm trying to remember that other player that we got, offensive tackle.
Christensen.
I think we got Christensen. I think he's gonna play all right too.
He's a little light in the pants. He's gonna need a little bit more strength. His technique is good, but I mean he's only like 305, and then you're talking about guys like Cam Jordan and JPP who like the bull rush, who are 260, 270. You know what I'm saying? That would literally try to run through your whole chest. You need to be a little bit. You got to be a little heavy and a little strong too. You know. So that's why I think he needs a little bit more development as far as size. But everybody's saying, hey, Jordan Gross wasn't the biggest. He didn't have the longest arms. He wasn't the heaviest. He ended up being effective. This is very true. I think technique and footwork and athleticism are bigger than being strength and just whatever, like in size, in my opinion. Because some guys, they don't have like Greg Little, his feet are terrible. He has decent size. He has the measurables for a franchise guy, but we'll see.
This is his last chance, right?
This is it. This is it. He may not.
This is it. Like, if he plays like horrible, I think we're gonna probably release him or something, huh?
He could easily be a camp casualty. He may not even make it to the season. I think that his job is on him and Ian Thomas. I think they need a hell of a training camp to be on this team this season. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I just also wanted to congratulate you from you getting married, and I like the blue wedding ring.
Hey, the Panthers colors. I wear it when I live stream, and when I'm planning on wearing it on game days, so I can match.
I'm a Panthers fan from California, and I got the bloodline from Carolina. My dad and his mom were born in North Carolina. So
okay.
I got the blood in the genes, man.
Yeah, man, you got the roots. I
love that. Yeah, that's it. But I love Carolina, man. I love it.
Me too, man. Me too. But cool. So
thanks for letting me be on the podcast, and God bless you, and go Panthers.
Appreciate you, man. Keep pounding, bro.
Keep pounding. Bye.
Yep. So yeah, man, like we appreciate you, fam. What up, though, man? Appreciate you. But yeah, it's crazy. DJ Squid said he's torn his Achilles, hardest injury to come back from. Atrophy and leg trauma is what gets you. Yeah, I tore my ACL, but I can imagine the Achilles. But DK. So apparently they tried to do the math. Because he needs a 10-2. What the world?
To send a voicemail, press 2.
What up, though?
What up, Aaron?
What up, man?
Let's talk about this draft.
What you got for me, man? What you got for me?
Your last question, you asked the last caller how many starters in the draft. I'm going to say 4 to 5.
4 to 5?
4 for sure. 5 maybe.
Can you name them, or that's just your projection, just based off of the type of steals we got?
I got you.
All right.
J.C. Horn is your starter.
That's a layup. That's an easy one.
Start with that's easy for sure. I think that Marshall will beat out Moore for the third wide receiver position.
Okay.
I think obviously Christian will battle with for the left tackle, and I think he'll win mostly because we drafted him QB that starting left tackle.
This year or going forward?
This year for sure. I'm banking on that.
All right.
That's fair.
All right.
This year he's going to be your left tackle.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't handcuffing you to
or mid-season.
Yeah, I wasn't handcuffing you to day one starter. I just meant future starter. Yeah. I don't have to. All right, cool. I mean, I appreciate the take though. I appreciate that. I'm gonna say I wasn't handicapping you to this year day one starter. I was thinking the future too.
Oh.
Regardless, like that.
Oh, I'm giving you day one starters.
Okay.
And or mid-season starters.
Okay.
But I'm talking about this year in general.
Okay.
And then let's go with the offensive guard out of Alabama. We got in the 5th.
Brown,
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the other Alabama, the long snapper, is going to be the next.
That's cheating right there. That's cheating.
It's a low-hanging fruit, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you draft a long snapper.
Nixon has a shot, too.
Yeah, I mean, to start.
Just maybe not day one, but I feel like by mid-season, if he's come around, I feel like he could be a starter as well.
Where do you have him?
A lot of people are sleeping on him.
Where do you have him on our depth chart? Because he's like the really only pass rushing D tackle we have. I mean, Morgan Fox can rush the passer for sure. But pure pass rusher, he's the only one. I think they're talking about putting Etor inside in certain packages. Well, they're not talking about it. That's my guess. I think in some kind of lighter pass rush package, we'll throw Etor inside. With Burns and Riddick on the edge, and then maybe put Morgan Fox in the other D tackle. Where do you see Nixon at on the depth chart?
To begin the year, probably 2, maybe 3.
Okay, so in front of Roy.
In front of Roy, but behind the one that we just got from the Titans.
Jones. So you think? Well, the thing is, his skill set is so different. Like obviously, he's not a nose guard interior D lineman like Brown. I think Jones is similar to that type of one because he's better against the run against the pass. I just think his skills are so unique. That's why I'm wondering where does he fit in front of certain people. I feel like he'll be more situational right away.
Right away, yeah.
But
he's still using it a lot in the NASCAR package that they run.
Yeah. And he's very good with his hands. He's pretty quick. I like his skill set. Like I said, I really took a deeper dive into his film today because people kept telling me about him. Like, dang, I wish we had got him. Dang, I wish we had got him. And I'm like, okay, let me take a second look at this guy. But yeah, okay, cool. So long snapper. You got any other ones, or that's just those 5 right there?
Well, that's the 5 right there. I think that Trimble's going to be behind Dan Arnold.
Okay.
And if you want to go Shi Smith, I don't see him, cracking the top 3 wide receivers on the depth chart. I see him maybe as a 4 or 5, but I really got to feel like the more that we got from the Seahawks is going to be 4.
Okay.
And that's pretty much everybody. The only other person would be the corner from Washington, but I don't think he's going to be a 3 or even a 4 cornerback this year. I think he's going to, I think he's going to be on the roster because I don't think we'll risk putting him in the practice squad where he can get poached.
Yeah.
But I just feel like right now he's not set to be a 2 or even a 3. At best, you put him at 4 above Troy Pride Jr. But that just means that you're giving up on Troy Pride after 1 year, and I don't like that either.
I don't like that either. I don't think he's gonna be in competition like that. I think he's a good guy for depth, I guess. But the book is not written on him. But he just had a rough year last year. Most rookie corners do. Hell,
Yeah,
even
I agree entirely. People are giving up on him way too early.
yeah. I mean, Jeff Okudah got torched last year, and he was the top corner off the board. So you can't. It's rough in this league playing corner. Period. Let alone in our division where you're going against all world wide receivers. Twice a year. So yeah, I definitely want to see more. And then we didn't have a preseason, so maybe preseason a lot of these young guys get more experience. Even P.J. Walker and guys like that who didn't get much NFL PT like that, or even Will Grier, who could you never know. There's a lot of guys we can still see a lot more in preseason that we didn't get to see, like Bravion Roy, Thomas Oliver, Stanley Roberts, other guys on our team that we really haven't seen much from because we didn't have a preseason. So it's going to be very interesting, man.
Right.
Very, very
like
interesting.
I said, I could see 4 to 5 this year starters that we drafted.
How you feel about Shi Smith? You think he's going to be a return guy?
Future. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, I was saying, how do you feel about Shi Smith? Do you think he'll be our returner?
I feel like Shi Smith should be the punt returner and kick returner because I don't want to stick one of our other, premier players that we use back there. I don't want to see a few years ago when they had Christian McCaffrey returning kickoffs. I was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't.
Somebody in the comments said Chuba could be a starter as a kick returner. And see, I didn't know he had that skill set.
He does. I've seen that too. But if you're going with, I feel like they drafted him as a backup to Christian, and I'm hoping and I pray that they're going to, be the boss and be like, listen, Christian, we're not going to give you 90 plus, snap or 90% of the ball every single game anymore. I want to see them cut it back to 80.
Yeah, I mean,
flex them out into an empty backfield, or move him from the backfield to that part, but also still have the rookie that we just drafted.
Yeah,
Chuba.
I mean, it sounds good, but you got to like you said, they got to use him. They don't use it. I think Chuba is a great value pick. Running backs, they translate easy. You can find gems anywhere, and I think for us to get Chuba that late, what was it, the 4th, the 5th, something like that? For us to get him that late, that's a great. It's a great pickup. I mean, I was sad Mike Davis left, but a guy like Chuba, another home run hitter with great speed. I mean, I like it. Like I said, you just got to use him. That's what it comes down to.
Right, you got to protect Christian from Christian right now.
Yeah, and hopefully he'll be smarter himself.
I love how much he plays, but I don't want to risk, him being down, mid-season and stuff like that because he wanted to be on the field every single offensive possession. Cut him some slack.
Yeah.
You got to protect him from himself.
And maybe he'll learn. Maybe all this time off, he'll learn. That that's the case and how to preserve his. I mean, obviously, as a competitor, you think you're going to give your team the best chance to win. Typically, Christian McCaffrey does. He's top 2, not 2 number running back in the league when he's healthy. So I get it, but like you said, you got to save him from himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Any last words, bro, before we sign off about the draft?
I feel like this was the most fun that I've had watching a draft. I mean, I went through all the motions. I was screaming at my TV, when we didn't draft Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there. We had this conversation last week about, like, do you take corner, do you take quarterback? And, I was like, you got to take quarterback because blah, blah, blah. And they did the opposite of that. And I was pissed.
Yeah,
but,
man.
like, this is the first time that I can remember watching a whole draft and just seeing us flex on everyone else in the draft, like moving back, moving up, doing whatever we do. It was the first time that I've actually was like, there's a strategy to it, and it took, I think, day 2, I was a little more like open to it, and then watching them trade back once and then again in the second and being like, what the heck, and then still land a Marshall, and be like, you know what, I can live with this. This is actually more exciting than what it used to be. It was whoever was at our pick is who we were picking tonight.
Yeah, and what was refreshing?
I felt like we were just cutting ourselves short.
Yeah, we weren't reaching or anything. What was really refreshing is, and I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd rather do what we did than reach for guys that we don't need or whatever, or come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know we passed on some guys an opportunity maybe at a left tackle or something like that, like a mainstay left tackle, I guess. That's a sure thing, quote unquote. But to me, I'd rather trade back and miss out on guys and get more picks and value than reach or trade up and reach and do what, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes trading up is good. I mean, we traded up and got Jeremy Chin, but trading up for Will Grier is dumb as hell. And we've done that before. So
yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, that's just my thoughts. But yeah, like I said, it's good to see that we actually had a plan. We executed the plan. We seemed like every pick we got was a steal, except J.C. Horn. I mean, that's the first round pick. But it seems like every other pick was a steal. It seemed so. That's what you want to do. You want to see like you get more value than you did. So yeah, I agree, man. But yeah, I appreciate you calling in, man. It's always a pleasure. Like I said, I'm going over to the C3 Panthers Nation podcast channel. We're doing a roundtable, so if you want to check that out, slide through. If not, man, I appreciate you. I'm sure you'll be on here next week. We'll chop it up. So make sure you stay safe.
All right, you too, brother. Keep it on.
All right, take it easy. Yeah, man. So a lot of y'all talking about Tommy Tremble as being a starter and contributor. I would love him. He's saying he's a way better blocker than Manhurts. He's a lot more aggressive too. He's a lot more aggressive. For sure. And he brings that thump. Some people say he could be, like you said, he's a product of bad quarterback play. A lot of y'all said that he could be, some people, there's a tape out there that says he could be George Kittle. I got to go watch it because there's not a lot of film on him catching passes, so I'll go check it out. But I'm getting ready to sign off, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go over to the C3 Panthers Nation podcast. I will be on there after this. So if y'all want to see me, make sure y'all go check it out. I'll be on there soon. We're going to be on at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Y'all make sure y'all head over there. I'm going to go ahead and sign off so I can give me a little break, refill my beer, and I'll be on there talking that real stuff. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe if you have not subscribed. I appreciate y'all tuning in every Tuesday at 7:30. The Dunk on Demand Show. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Much love. The Patreon is coming. The merchandise is coming. This is not my merchandise. This is Wealth Squad's merchandise. Get money by income. That means when you make some money, invest it into something that's going to make you some more money, like some stocks or something that pay a dividend or whatever. It's the, what is it called? It is the C3. It's the C3 podcast. C3 don't have a link. Sorry. But it's the C3 podcast. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all know it's all love. Y'all shout me out from Costa Rica. A lot of y'all showing up every week and out. So, Will Brown, Jay Issue, DJ Squid in the building, always. Brad Holt, Tim Esty showing love, telling people to give the video thumbs up. You already know what time it is. Panther Lapora, Lunch Break Hot Take, my boys checking in. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm going over to the other one. Y'all make sure y'all look it up on YouTube. I'll be there. All right. See y'all next time. Peace. About to go refill my beer.